Court is back in session in cause number 330424. Case is style of State of Texas versus Mark Anthony Salas. We have Mr. Mark Anthony Salas appearing via Zoom. And Mr. Mark Anthony Salas was previously sworn in. Mark Anthony Salas, the court is going to read the information again. Mr. Salas, I have before me an information that alleges that on or about August 5th of 2021, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed the Class B misdemeanor offense of failure to identify a fictitious name. Mr. Salas, do you understand what you have been charged with?
Yes, sir.
And to this charge, Mr. Salas, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Now, are you pleading no contest freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading no contest because you do not wish to fight or contest the charges?
Yes, sir.
Now, okay, Mr. Salas, I also have before me a document that is titled the Misdemeanor Plea Admonishments. On page 2 of this document, there are a set of initials MS on a line next to a box that is checked nolo contendere, which means no contest. Mr. Salas, did you place your initials on this document?
Yes, sir.
On the third page of this same document, Mr. Salas, there is a signature above the line that is titled defendant. Mr. Salas, did you also sign this document?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Salas, on the next document that is titled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal, there is a signature above the line that is titled defendant. Mr. Salas, did you sign this document?
Yes, sir.
At the top of this document, Mr. Salas, there are two boxes that are checked. The first box that is checked states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
The second box that's checked states that you are waiving your right to an appeal, which means you're giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Salas, did you sign a document out there on paper that is titled Discovery Certification?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Salas, before you signed and initialed all of these documents that I have just mentioned, did your attorney go over these documents with you?
Yes, sir.
And did you read and understand everything in these documents?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Salas, are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, sir.
State, I have before me State's Exhibit number 1, the misdemeanor plea admonishment. State, you like to offer State's Exhibit number 1
Yes,
and
Your Honor.
State's Exhibit number 2, the
Yes,
probable
Your
cause affidavit?
Yes, Your Honor. Sorry.
Any objections, Mr. Adams? Mr. Adams, your mic is on mute. Mr. Adams, your mic is on mute. Yeah, Mr. Adams.
It's not letting me talk. I'm trying to say no objection. I'm good.
Okay. All right, no objection. States Exhibits number 1 and 2 are admitted. Mr. Adams, you advise and counsel Mr. Salas. Is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No evidence of that.
Mr. Salas, your attorney, Mr. Adams, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Salas, I will accept your plea of no contest. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea and waiver were freely and voluntarily given. And I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
We do, Your Honor.
And what is that agreement?
Your Honor, the agreement is for 4 days time served.
Yes, sir.
court costs to be taxed and retired.
Okay, Mr. Salas, the state is offering that you serve 4 days in jail, but you will not have to serve any more time in jail because you've already served 4 days in jail. Therefore, you'll be given credit for time served. The court cost in this case is $342, but you will not have to pay the $342 because the time that you spent in jail has already paid it off. Therefore, the court costs will be taxed and retired. Mr. Salas, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
And do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes, sir.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Salas, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state. Mr. Salas, this will conclude your case. Please follow the bailiff, and you have a blessed day.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Got the form,
Robert Davis, okay,
got the form for Win.
okay. Okay, let's get Robert Davis next.
Okay, Davis. Okay.
You doing all right?
Okay. The court is in session in cause number 330868. The case is styled the state of Texas versus Robert C. Davis or Robert Charles Davis.
I'm Robert Charles
Okay.
Davis.
Hold on a minute.